coffee still sitting on the kitchen tray. We didn't know the world would change today, but the clock on the wall doesn't care about the plans we made. The suitcase is heavy, but it's mostly filled with air, because everything that matters is staying right here. We're walking past the crowds through the gate of glass and steel, trying to find the words for how this isn't supposed to feel. Look at your passport, the ink is fresh and black, a one-way ticket to a place where I can't find my way back. The laws of the land don't recognize the way we hold our hands. Are scattering off forever like a handful of desert sands. The departure board is flickering, the cold and steady blue. 1 minute left of being me and you. It's the final step, the closing of the book. The life we built together, it's all they took. One mark of ink, one signature of pen, and I'll never see the light in your eyes again. The border is a wall I cannot climb. We're victims of the map and victims of the time. You're stepping through the gate and the sky is turning gray, because love wasn't enough to make them let you stay. I'd follow you to the edges of the yards. If I could, I'd give up every comfort. I'd leave a life I understood. But the gates are closing tight and the barge is standing tall, and I'm just a silhouette against a rising white wall. I see you looking back, trying to memorize my face. Before the iron logic of the law takes your place, you're carrying my heart to a city I'll never see, leaving only a hollow space where you used to be with me. Don't let them change you, don't let the distance make you cold. I keep the fire burning here just like we were told. But as the engines start to roar and the wheels begin to turn, I'm left with a lesson I never wanted to learn. I can't follow, it's the final step, the closing of the book. The life we built together, it's all they took. One mark of ink, one signature of pen, and I'll never see the light in your eyes again. The border is a wall I cannot climb. We're victims of the life and victims of the time. You're stepping through the gate and the sky is turning gray, because love wasn't enough to make them let you stay. The screenshots were parted, the hallway is empty. I'm standing on the wrong side of the line. Safe flight, my love. The wine was always vintage, the cars were always black. I fell in love with the safety before I saw the knife in your back. Sunday dinners at the big estate with the iron gates closed tight. I thought it was just tradition, staying in for the night. Your father kissed my cheek and called me daughter with a smile, but his eyes were cold and empty, stretching back for a mile. You told me it was import-export, a legacy of trade. I didn't ask the questions about how the money was made. I wore the diamond necklace, I ignored hushed up calls. I didn't see the shadow standing in your marble halls. Then I walked into the study when I wasn't meant to be, and I saw the files on the desk that you hid away from me. It wasn't just business, it wasn't just a game. There is blood on every dollar associated with your name. I'm in love with the prince of a kingdom made of sin. I'm trapped in a dangerous web that you have pulled me in. Your family is a fortress, but the foundation is a lie. And if I stay another night, I might watch my future die. I have to run from your protection, I have to run from your embrace. I have to vanish in the darkness, I have to hide my face. I love you, oh I love you, but I cannot pay the cost of becoming just another soul that your family is lost. I packed a bag in silence while you were fast asleep, making promises to God that I intend to keep. I looked to you one last time, looking peaceful in the dark, knowing that leaving you will leave a permanent mark. But I can't be a witness and I can't be a wife to a man who holds a pistol as a way of life. The cartel isn't family, the mafia isn't home. It's a cage of golden velvet where I am all alone. Don't look for me, please let me go. If you love me, keep it quiet. Don't let your father know I'm changing my direction. I'm cutting off the line. You belong to the business, but my soul is mine. I'm in love with the prince of a kingdom made of sin. I'm trapped in a dangerous web that you have pulled me in. Your family is a fortress, but the foundation is a lie. And if I stay another night, I might watch my future die. I have to run from your protection, I have to run from your embrace. I have to vanish in the darkness, I have to hide my face. Oh, I'm saying I wanted a life, not a sentence. I'm sorry, a life, not a sentence. The grass is cut, the paint is fresh, but the air is thick with a poison man. My father screams about the property line. Your mother yells back that the fault is mine. They fight over hedges, they fight over noise, acting like children with dangerous toys. But upstairs in the window, I'm watching for you. my blood is boiling, keeping me from you. They hate the name that is written on your mail, and that hatred became my prison and our jail. We are the casualties of a quiet suburban war. We don't even know what they are fighting for, but the fence line between us is a canyon so wide I can't cross over to reach your side. They're throwing stones while we're building a dream, drowning our love in a terrifying scream. We're Romeo and Juliet in a cul-de-sac, and once we say goodbye there is no turning back. The police came knocking on Tuesday night. Another disturbance, another fight. My dad laid the law down, looking at me. You choose the family or you choose to be free. I saw your car leaving, packed to the rim. Your mother decided you're finished with him. I stood in the driveway and watched you depart. All the hate of our parents tore apart my heart. It's all so petty, it's all so small. A dispute over leaves on the garden wall, but it cost us a future, it cost us a life. Cutting the cord with a bitterness knife. They won the battle, they protected their pride, but they left their children dying inside. We are the casualties of a quiet suburban war. We don't even know what they are fighting for, but the fence line between us is a canyon so wide I can't cross over to reach your side. They're throwing stones while we're building a dream, drowning our love in a terrifying scream. We're Romeo and Juliet in a cul-de-sac, and once we say goodbye there is no turning back. The street is quiet now, the shouting is done, but the war is over and nobody won. Hey guys, watch this. He's gonna be so shocked. I didn't know the shock would be mine. I set the tripod by the window, hid the lens behind the books, practiced all my crying lines and all my heavy looks. We've been living for the comments, living for the share. I forgot to check the temperature of the actual air. I walked into the kitchen with a script inside my head. I told the greatest lie that I have ever said. I'm leaving you, it's over. I watched your color fade. I was counting up the views from the trap that I had laid. But you didn't cry and you didn't plead. You didn't give the reaction I thought I'd need. The silence was a mountain, the room was turning cold, and suddenly the story was no longer in my control. I faded shaking, saying, baby, look over there, pointing to the hidden lens. Gasping for some air, I said, it's just a video, it's just for the fans. But you were already moving, making other plans. I said, there's nothing holy, it's nothing just for us. You threw a whole devotion underneath a moving bus. The look in your eyes wasn't anger, it was grief. Sudden, sharpening beyond all belief. There's a red light blinking on the shelf. I see a stranger when I look at myself. I'm holding the phone, but the screen is just black. I'm begging for rewind that'll never come back. You walked out the door, the upload is slow. The world is gonna watch, but they'll never really know. I traded my reality for a minute of applause. I broke a sacred heart just to champion a cause. I called it a play, I called it a game, but I burned down the house just to play with the flame. You looked at me and said, if this is what you want, we'll do. And the camera kept rolling on a version of us that was new. I got the content, I got the vibe, but I lost the only person who kept me This video is edited, the caption is sad, but I'm sitting in a wreckage of my only regret. I reach for the velvet box just to check, just to see. But the weight was gone, and so were we. It started with the cash in the jar by the door, then the savings account hitting the floor. I swallowed the lies, I believed the bad luck. I stayed through the mud in which we were stuck. But this morning the nightstand felt lighter than air. I opened the lid and nothing was there, just a ticket from a shop on the darker side of town, where you traded our promise for a chance to double down. You promised me the moon, you promised me the stopping, but I left them all behind. And those smoke-filled bars, it wasn't just a diamond, cold and clear. It was the only reason I was still standing here. what they say. Well, the house is empty because I'm walking away. You can't bluff your way out of this goodbye. There are no more chips for you to buy. You lost me. You lost me. But a forgotten name. Keep the ticket, keep the dead I was the best thing you ever bet. You ever bet. They sat in a room filled with incense and fear, listening to secrets I wasn't meant to hear, tracing lines on a palm like they were carving our grave. We were building a life made of bricks and of stone, our very own. But your family sought a window to see through the veil, and they came back with a ghost and a terrifying tale. A stranger looked at numbers and the stars in the sky and told them if we stay then one of us must die. They traded our heartbeat for a deck of old cards and left our forever scattered in shards. How can a shadow have a voice so loud? It's the fortune teller's decree, a sentence of ink. We're standing on the edge and they're making us blink. They say we're incompatible, written in the stars, but the only thing dying is this love that was ours. They're saving our lives by stealing our breath, choosing a lonely life over a faded death. I'm losing you to a prophecy I don't believe. I'm nothing but a silhouette left on my sleeve. You look at me now with a tear in your eye, between the family love and a scripted lie. They've planted a seed of a dark, silent dread. Now there's a third person sleeping in our bed. Is my touch a poison? Is your kiss a flame, or is it just a story with a mystical name? I'd rather have a year that was real and was true. the fortune teller's decree, a sentence of ink. We're standing on the edge and they're making us blink. They say we're incompatible, waiting in the stars, but the only thing guiding is this love that was ours. They're saving our lives by stealing our breaths, choosing a lonely life over a faded death. I was a you, crying really solo and don't believe. Break the glass, burn the map. Don't let us fall into this ancient trap. Our horoscopes are just ink on a page. Don't let their fear become our cage. I'm not afraid of the time. I'm only afraid of the signs. It's the fortune teller's decree, a sentence of ink. We're standing on the edge and they're making us blink. They say we're incompatible, but written in the stars, but the only thing dying is this love that was ours. They're saving our lives by stealing our breath, choosing a lonely life over a faded death. I'm losing you to a prophecy I don't believe. The stars are silent tonight. They don't look like enemies. They're already gone to save me. I was only ever alive with you. We bought the key to a kingdom, but we unlocked this house. I thought it was heaven, but we moved regret. The agent said it had character, a history in the wood. We saw the grand staircase where we thought we stood. We stripped the wallpaper, we sanded down the floor, ignoring the cold draft coming from under the door. But then the nights got longer and the silence got loud. You started walking through the rooms like you were in a cloud. You stopped looking at me, you started staring at the dark. And that's when the shadows began to leave their mark. You're talking to the air when you think I'm asleep. You're making promises that you cannot keep. The man I married is fading into the gray, and a stranger is standing in the hallway today. This house isn't a home, it's a hungry mouth that's swallowing the love that we headed south. The foundation is cracked and the spirit is wrong. You're listening to whispers where you don't belong. The walls have eyes and they're watching us break. How much of my heart is this ruin gonna take? I'm trying to pull you back to the light, but you're falling in love with the thing with nothing to say. You punched the mirror, you screamed at the rain, driven by a phantom, unspoken pain. I don't know who is haunting you anymore. Is it the ghost in the attic or the man on the floor? The pain is peeling, revealing the rot, and I'm scared of the person that you have become. I packed a bag, I'm leaving the keys. I'm begging you, darling, come with me please. But you're glued to the window, watching the lawn. You're already gone. You're already gone. This house isn't a home, it's a hungry mouth. It's swallowing the love that we headed south. The foundation is cracked and the spirit is wrong. You're listening to whispers where you don't belong. The walls have eyes and they're watching us break. How much of my heart is this ruin gonna take? I'm trying to pull you back to the light, but you're falling in love with the things in the night. I can't stay, I can't save you. House has won. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I used to think the silence was peace. I used to think these four walls were mine, but the shadows have been watching, waiting for a sign. I was dusting off the shelf above the bed, thinking of the tender words you said. Then I saw the glint inside the frame, a tiny unblinking eye putting me to shame. My heart stopped beating, the room went cold. I followed the wire to see what it held. It wasn't just the bedroom, it wasn't just the hall. You've been listening to the echoes of my every call. I thought I was dancing alone in the dark, but you were keeping score and leaving your mark. You say you were worried, you say you were scared, but this isn't how a loving heart is shared. You weren't pretending us from the world outside. You were building it shred back and forth. I've been living in a glass cage, putting on a show for an audience of one who couldn't let me go. You recorded every breath, you captured every tear, feeding on the footage of your paranoia and fear. I wasn't your partner, I was just your prize, captured in the focus of your upside. Did you watch me when I was changing my clothes? Did you analyze the secrets that nobody knows? Did you listen to me singing when I thought I was free? Did you think you own the private parts of me? It makes me shiver to think of your stare, watching a screen while I was unaware. You stole my solitude, you stole my retreat, and turned our sanctuary into a deceit. If you have to watch me to know that I'm true, then I never really mattered to you. Trust is a blindfold, trust is a leap. It's not watching a lover while they are asleep. I'm cutting the wires, I'm breaking the lens. This is where the movie finally ends. I've been living in a glass cage, putting on a show for an audience of one who couldn't let me go. You recorded every breath, you captured every tear, feeding on the footage of your paranoia and fear. I wasn't your partner, I was just your prize, captured in the focus of your animatronic eye. I see the red light blinking, I know you're listening now. Watch me leave, cut the feed. Poisoned the news that wrong, but I found a secret, spoken out loud. I remember the day you asked me out in the hall. I thought I was the luckiest girl of them all. You carried my books, you gave me a ring, you made me believe in every single thing. We planned out our summer, we planned out our life. I practiced the moment I'd become your wife. But while I was writing vows in my head, you were counting the money you win instead. I turned the corner near the gymnasium door and saw you high-fiving the boys on the floor. I saw the cash passing hand to hand, and suddenly I began to understand. I wasn't a lover, I was just a bet, a cruel little wager that you won't regret. You play with my heart like a card in a game, just to win $50 and a moment of fame. You traded my innocence for a life with the guys, while I was drowning in your ocean of lies. Congratulations, baby, you won the prize, but you lost the girl with the tears in her eyes. Was it hard to pretend when you kissed me goodnight? Did you laugh to yourself when I held you tight. She's falling for it. Did you tell them that too? While I was busy falling deeper for you. Everyone's celebrating the end of the year, but my graduation is ending in fear. I'm walking across the stage to get my degree in the heartbreaking lesson you taught to me. So tell me, was it worth it, the money you made for the heart that you broke and the trust you betrayed? Was I worth 20? Was I worth 10 to be the joke of the year for you and your men? You're rich for a moment, but you're poor in the soul. You dug out my heart, leaving only a hole. You bet on my heart, how could you? Oh, I wasn't a lover, I was just a bet, a cruel little wager that you won't regret. You play with my heart like a card in a game, just to win $50 and a moment of fame. You traded my innocence for a laugh with the guys, while I was drowning in your ocean of lies. Congratulations, baby, you won the prize, but you lost the girl with the tears in her eyes. Something nice, because my love was the only thing without a price. Thought I found a harbor, a place to rest my heart, but you're asking for a version of me that I can't tear apart. You talk about the mountains and the cities we could see, a world of quiet mornings just for you and me. But there's a photograph beside my bed, a small and sleeping face, and you look at them like a problem, something to replace. You say you love my spirit, you say you love my soul, but you only want the pieces you think you can control. You want the woman, not the mother, the wine, but not the bread, ignoring all the lullabies that echo in my head. I see it in your silence when the toys are on the floor. I see it in the way you stand beside the nursery door. You're waiting for a someday where it's only us two, but that's a someday I could never give to you. I can't leave behind your best on me to keep a hold on you. I won't break a promise that I swore was always true. You're asking for a sacrifice I'm not prepared to lay, but bond that's made of iron is a bond you cannot break. If your love has no room for the one who calls me mom, then you're just a finder, a neon to come. I'm closing up the suitcase of the dreams we tried to build, because my heart is spoken for and my life is already filled. It's a lonely kind of mountain, being a parent on your own. I was hoping for a partner, someone I had finally known. But I saw the way you looked at them, like a shadow in your light. And I realized in that moment that this will never be right. I'd overspend my evenings reading stories in the dark, and be with someone looking for a life without a spark. You are just rejecting them, you're rejecting me. That's a price too high to pay for your company. There is no middle ground, there is no wait and see. What child is the roots and I am the tree? You can't pick the flower and throw away the earth. You don't understand what a mother's love is worth. So take your quiet world, take your empty space. I'm staying right here in this beautiful messy Can't leave behind the best of me to keep a hold on you. I won't break a promise that I swore was always true. If your love has no room for the one who calls me mom, then you're just a thunder and they are to come. I'm closing up the suitcase of the dreams we tried to build, because my heart is already spoken for, and my life is already filled. Go on and find your quiet, go on and find yours. I'll stay here in the clutter, feeling truly blessed. They come first, always. The wine was always vintage, the cars were always black. I fell in love with the safety before I saw the knife in your back. Sunday dinners at the big estate with the iron gates closed tight. I thought it was just tradition, staying in for the night. Your father kissed my cheek and called me daughter with a smile, but his eyes were cold and empty, stretching back for a mile. You told me it was import, export, a legacy of trade. I didn't ask the questions about how the money was made. I wore the diamond necklace, I ignored the hushed up calls. I didn't see the shadows standing in your marble halls. Then I walked into the study when I grass is cut, the paint is fresh, but the air is thick with a poison match. Father far screams about the property line. Your mother yells back that the fault is mine. They fight over hedges, they fight over noise, acting like children with dangerous toys. But upstairs in the window I'm watching for you, the only soft thing in this angry view. We meet in the shadows where the floodlights don't reach, trying to practice what the poets preach. Holding hands, trembling, scared to be caught in the middle of a battle that we never fought. They say blood is thicker than water, it's true, but my blood is boiling, keeping me from you. They hate the name that is written on your mail, and that hatred became our prison and our jail. We are the casualties of a quiet suburban war. We don't even know what they are fighting for, but the fence line between us is a canyon so wide I can't cross over to reach your side. They're throwing stones while we're building a dream, drowning our love in a terrifying scream. We're Romeo and Juliet in a cul-de-sac, and once we say goodbye, there is no turning back. Another fight. My dad laid the law down, looking at me. You choose the family or you choose to be free. I saw your car leaving, packed to the rim. Your mother decided you're finished with him. I stood in the driveway and watched you depart, while the hate of our parents tore apart my heart. It's all so petty, it's all so small. A dispute over leaves on the garden wall, but it cost us a future, it cost us a life, cutting the cord with a bitterness knife. They won the battle, they protected their pride, but they left their children dying inside. Casualties of a quiet suburban war. We don't even know what they are fighting for, but the fence line between us is a canyon so wide I can't cross over to reach your side. They're throwing stones while we're building a dream, drowning our love in a terrifying scream. We're Romeo and Juliet in a cul-de-sac, and once we say goodbye, there is no turning back. The street is quiet now, the shouting is done, but the war is over, and nobody won, and nobody won. Ooh. Guys, watch this. He's gonna be so shocked. I didn't know the shock would be mine. I set the tripod by the window, hid the lens behind the books, practiced all my crying lines and all my heavy looks. We've been living for the comments, living for the share. I forgot to check the temperature of the actual air. I walked into the kitchen with a script inside my head. I told the greatest lie that I have ever said. I'm leaving you, it's over. I watched your color fade. I was counting up the viewers from the trap that I had laid, but you didn't cry and you didn't plead. You didn't get the reaction I thought I'd need. The silence was a mountain, the room was turning cold, and suddenly the story was no longer in my control. I traded Mories5years for a minute of applause. I broke a sacred heart just to champion a cause. I called it a prank, I called it a game, but I burned down the house just to play with the flame. You looked at me and said, if this is what you want, we're through. And the camera kept rolling on a version of us that was new. I got the content, I got the vibe, but I lost the only person who kept me alive. I started laughing, shaking, saying, baby, look over there, pointing to the hidden lens, gasping for some air. I said, it's just a video, it's just for the fans, but you were already moving, making other plans. You said it's nothing holy, it's nothing just for us. You threw our whole devotion underneath and more than bust. The look in your eyes wasn't anger, it was grief, a sudden sharp ending beyond all belief. There's a red light blinking on the shelf, I see it's changer when I look at myself. I'm holding the phone, but the screen is just black. I'm begging for a rewind that'll never come back. You walked out the door while the upload was slow. The world is gonna watch, but they'll never really person who kept me alive. But who do you always edit it? The caption is sad, but I'm sitting in a wreckage of my only regret. Stop recording. Coffee still sitting on the kitchen tray. We didn't know the world would change today, but the clock on the wall doesn't care about the plans we made. The suitcase is heavy, but it's mostly filled with hair, 'cause everything that matters is staying right here. We're walking past the crowds through the gate of glass and steel, trying to find the words for how this isn't supposed to feel. I look at your passport, the ink is fresh and black, a one-way ticket to a place where I can't find my way back. The laws of the land don't recognize the way we hold our hands, are scattering our forever like a handful of desert sands. The departure board is flickering, a cold and steady blue. 1 minute left of being That's all they took. One mark of ink, one signature of pen, and I'll never see the light in your eyes again. The border is a wall I cannot climb. We're victims of a man and victims of a tide. You're stepping through the gate and the sky is turning gray, because love wasn't enough to make them let you stay. I'd follow you to the edges of the earth if I could. I'd give up every comfort, I'd leave the life I understood. But the gates are closing tight and the cars are standing tall, and I'm just a silhouette against a rising white wall. I see you looking back, trying to memorize my face. Before the iron light, your death, the Lord takes a place. You're carrying my heart to a city I've never seen, leaving only a hollow space where you used to be with me. Don't let them change you, don't let the distance make you cold. I keep the fire burning here, just like we were told. But as the engines start to roar and the wheels begin to turn, I'm left with a lesson I never wanted to learn. I can't follow, I can't follow. It's the final scan, the closing of the book, the life we built together. That's all they took. On marble leaf, on signature of pen, and I'll never see the light in your eyes again. The border is a wall I cannot climb. We're victims of the map and victims of the tide. You're stepping through the gate and the sky is turning gray, because love wasn't enough to make them let you stay. It's the final step. It's the final step. The screen says departed. The hallway is empty. I'm standing on the wrong side of the line. Say fight, my love. I reached for the velvet box, just to check, just to see, but the weight was gone, and so are we. It started with the cash in the jar by the door, then the savings account hitting the floor. I swallowed the lies, I believed the bad luck. I stayed through the mud in which we were stuck. But this morning the nightstand felt lighter than air. I opened the lid and nothing was there, just a ticket from a shop on the darkest side of town, where you traded up promised mansion just to cover down. You promised me the moon, you promised me the stars, but you left them all behind in those smoke-filled bars. It wasn't just a diamond, cold and clear. It was the only reason I was still standing here. Every so big, you was a beast. You sold our forever right before my eyes. You traded the ring for a spin of the wheel, for a rush forgotten name. I drove to the shop with a ticket in my hand, saw our future sitting there, just like you planned. Golden glass sitting under the light, sold for a fraction of what made it bright. The man behind the counter, he looked at me sad. He knew it was the last thing that we ever had. I didn't buy it back, I left it on the shelf because I finally learned how to value myself. You're chasing the high, you're chasing the wind, but you don't see the ruin that you are in. The house always wins, that's what they say. Well, the house is empty because I'm walking away. You can't bluff your way out of this goodbye. There are no more chips for you to buy. You lost me, you lost it all. You placed your bet, but you lost the prize. You sold our forever right before my eyes. You traded the ring for a spin of the wheel, for a rush of the cards and a moment to feel. You thought you could buy it back if you won, but the damage is finished, the gambling is done. You wagered my heart on a losing game, and now us is nothing but a forgotten name. Keep the ticket, keep the debt. I was the best thing ever bet. They sat in a room filled with incense and fear, listening to secrets I wasn't meant to hear, tracing lines on a palm like they were carving our graves. We were building a life made of bricks and of stone in a world that we claimed as our very own. But your family sought a window to see through the veil, and they came back with a ghost and a terrifying tale. A stranger looked at numbers and the stars in the sky and told them if we stay, then one of us must die. They traded our heartbeat for a deck of old cards and left our forever scattered in shards. How can a shadow have a voice so loud? How can our sun that you're already gone to save me. I was only ever alive with you. We are the keys to a kingdom, but we in love to sell. I thought it was heaven, but we moved into hell. The agent said it had character, a history in the wood. We saw the grand staircase where we thought we stood. We stripped the wallpaper, we sent it down before, ignoring the cold draft coming from under the door. But then the nights got longer and the silence got loud. You started walking through the rooms like you were in a cloud. You started looking at me, you started staring at the dark. And that's when the shadows began to leave their mark. You're talking to the air when you think I'm asleep. You were making promises that you cannot keep. A man I married is fading into the grave, and a stranger is standing in the hallway to wait. This house isn't a home, it's a hungry mouth. It's swallowing the love that we had inside. The foundation is cracked and the spirit is wrong. You're listening to whispers where you don't belong. The walls are voids and they're watching us break. How much of my heart is this wood going to take? I'm trying to pull you back to the light, but you're falling in love with the things in the night. Last night I touched your shoulder and you flinched away. Your eyes were like glass with nothing to say. You punched the mirror, you screamed at the rain, driven by a phantom, unspoken pain. I don't know who is haunting who anymore. Is it the ghost in the habit of the man on my floor? The pain just peeling, revealing the light, and I'm scared of the person that you have become. I packed a bag, I'm leaving the keys. I'm begging you, darling, come with me please. But you're glued to the window, watching the lawn. You're already gone, you're already gone. This house isn't a home, it's a hungry well. It's swallowing the love that we had inside. said. Then I saw the glint inside the frame, a tiny unblinking eye putting me to shame. My heart stopped beating, the room went cold. I followed the wire to see what it held. It wasn't just the bedroom, it wasn't just the hall. You've been listening to the echoes of my every call. I thought I was dancing alone in the dark, but you were keeping score and leaving your mark. You said you were worried, you said you were scared, but this isn't how a loving heart is shared. You weren't protecting us from the world outside. You were building a trap where I couldn't hide. I've been living in a glass cage, putting on a show for an audience of one who couldn't let me go. You recorded every breath, you captured every tear, feeding on the footage of your paranoid fear. I wasn't your partner, I was just your prize, captured in the focus of your pure hiding eyes. Love is a whisper that nobody hears, not a database of tape, spending all these years. Did you watch me when I was changing the clothes? Did you analyze the secrets that nobody knows? Did you listen to me singing when I thought I was free? Did you think you own the private parts of me? It makes me shiver to think of your stare, watching a screen while I was unaware. You stole my solitude, you stole my retreat, and turned our sanctuary into a deceit. If you have to watch me to know that I'm true, then I never really mattered to you. Trust is a blindfold, trust is a leap. It's not watching a lover while they are asleep. I'm cutting the wires, I'm breaking the lens. This is where the movie finally ends. I've been living in a glass cage, putting on a show for an audience of one who couldn't let me go. You recorded every breath, you captured every tear, feeding on the footage of your paranoid fear. I wasn't your partner, I was just your prize, captured in the focus of your tiny touch. I see the red light blinking, I know you're listening now. Watch me leave. Cut the caps are flying in the air. The parents are cheering everywhere. I was looking for your face in the crowd, but I found a secret spoken out loud. I remember the day you asked me out in the hall. I thought I was the luckiest girl of them all. You carried my books, you gave me your ring, the corner near the gymnasium door and saw you high-fiving the boys on the floor. I saw the cash passing hand to hand, and suddenly I began to understand. I wasn't a lover, I was just a bet, a cool little wager that you won't regret. You played with my heart like a card in a game, just to win $50 and a moment of fame. You traded my innocence for a life with the guys, while I was drowning in your ocean of lies. Congratulations, baby, you won the prize, but you lost the girl with the tears in her eyes. Was it hard to pretend when you kissed me goodnight? Did you laugh to yourself when I held you tight? She's falling for it. Did you tell them that too? While I was busy falling deeper for you. Everyone's celebrating the end of the year, but my graduation is ending in fear. I'm walking across the stage to get my degree in the heartbreaking lesson you taught. And so tell me, was it worth it, the money you made for the heart that you broke and the trust you betrayed? Was I worth 20? Was I worth 10 to be the joke of the year for you and your men? You're rich for a moment, but you're poor in the soul. You dug out my heart, leaving only a hole. I wasn't a lover, I was just a bet, a cruel little wager that you won't regret. You played with my heart like a card in a game, just to win $50 and a moment of fame. You traded my innocence for a life with the guys, while I was drowning in your ocean of lies. Congratulations, baby, you won the prize, but you lost the girl with the tears in her eyes. Spend the night, buy something nice, you caused my life. That's the only thing without a price. I thought I found the harbor, a place to rest my heart. But you're asking for a version of me that I can't tear apart. You talk about the mountains and the cities we could see, a world of quiet mornings just for you and me. But there's a photograph beside my bed, a small and sleeping face, and you look at them like a problem, something to replace. You say you love my spirit, you say you love my soul, but you only want the pieces you think you can control. You want the woman, not the mother, the wine, but not the bread, ignoring all the lullabies that echo in my head. I see it in your silence when the toys are on the floor. I see it in the way you stand beside the nursery door. You're waiting for a someday where it's only us two. That's a someday I could never give to you. I can't leave behind the best of me to keep a hold on you. I won't break a promise that I swore was always true. You're asking for a sacrifice I'm not prepared to make. A bond that's made of art is a bond you cannot break. If your love has no room for the one who calls me mom, then you're just the father, and they all look calm. I'm closing up the suitcase of the dreams we take to build, because my heart is spoken for, and my life is already filled. It's a lonely kind of motion, being a parent on your own. I was hoping for a partner, someone I find, but I saw the way you looked at them, like a shadow in your light. And I realized in that moment that this would never be right. I'd rather spend my evenings reading stories in the dark than be with someone looking for a life without the spark. You aren't just rejecting them, you're rejecting all of me. And that's a price to hide the pain for your company. There is no middle ground, there is no wait and see. My child is the roots and I am the tree. You can't think of far and throw away the earth. You don't understand what a mother's love is worth. So take your quiet world, take your empty space. I'll stay right here in this beautiful messy I can't leave behind the best of me to keep a hold on you. I won't break a promise that I swore was always true. If your love has no room for the one who calls me mom, then you're just a thunder, and they are the tones. I'm tossing up the suitcase of the dreams they tried to build, because my heart is spoken for, and my life is already sealed. Go on and find it quiet, go on and find your rest. I'll stay here in the glitter, feeling truly blessed. I come first, always.